we've got the plank down to a manageable size. Well, it's 12 foot, and this is the longest plank we'll be putting on the starboard side, and we're now going to plane the surface down. What I can't seem to be able to buy locally is 33 or 32 millimetres thick. So, and this one's 40, given the length of the board that seems to come up thicker, and I only want 25. So there's quite a bit of work involved in getting this down. And the machine I've got here, I had about 10 years, and I bought it from Axminster Tools, and it's a 2.2 kilowatt machine, and that's about the minimum motor size you need. Once you go smaller, they wouldn't have the power. This does struggle with this wood, but being a Iroko, it does blunt the tools. You will have seen when I was cutting the length, it was quite a job for the saw I had, and that's got a new blade in it. So we're going to plane this down. It's a dirty operation. We've got a dust extractor. One of these boards will fill a black bag. By the time we get it down to the size we need, it will have filled up a black bag over there, and we'll have to empty that bag. So we're just going to do that now. I've set up the support. I've set up the support just to hold it for me in place, and I've got to work it in there. Now sometimes when I start this machine up, it actually blows the fuse to the other side, and I have to go around and replace the fuse. We're going to put the dust extractor on it, and my wife's going to take the other side of the board, and it's quite heavy this, so it's no mean feat. It's going to be quite noisy, but I won't subject you to all that noise. I've set the machine at about 42 millimetres. This is about 40, and sometimes when I go to push it through, because it's a bit waney, it doesn't want to go, so I then have to readjust the machine by opening it up slightly. And we just take a very slight top off it. We're not looking to take a lot of material at one go, we're just looking to do it nice and easy. In this workshop, because it's only 8 foot wide, and the camera's actually sitting on the table saw, you've got a router bench there, we've got a saw there, we've got a sander there, and we've got this thicknesser. So we have to move everything around in order to set this up. It's a little bit of work. And out the back we've got the store, and as this goes through, Marty's going to have to walk out the back and pass it back over. So we're going to give it a whirl. There we go. I'm going to put my ear defenders on, because this is quite a loud machine. I like to put a pair of gloves on handling this rough old wood. No, we should stop it,
There's enough for this for here.
Let's fill up at the bottom.
It's full up.
Well, we've almost got it out. It really does start off very difficult because it's so heavy. But eventually we start to get out some of the waves that we create because the plank is wobbling all over the place. And because I don't have a workshop where I can set this machine up and set something through it that I can just stand it on there, push it through and know it's always going to be the same. I have to keep trying to adjust it, and Marty at the back has to keep trying to adjust it. But it's okay, the plank is good enough. It's going to be good enough when we finish. I'll do a little bit of planing on it to just finish it off tomorrow. I'll have to come back and empty the bag. As you can see on those last couple of runs we filled up with sawdust, and there's probably 2 black sacks of sawdust there. But yeah, we've got it down. It'll be good enough to get a plank out of. It's what